Hi everyone, today I just wanted to share with you my note to readers that's going in my new book. My name is Catherine. I'm writing this book because porn is a big fucking issue. I'm very passionate about it and I want to shed some light on it for all the men and for all the women so that we may collectively shift this vibration out of our energetic existence. I myself have been on a big journey. I've dated many men, I've had personal experiences as well as the professional study that I've done, as well as the thousands of clients that I've seen, as well as the research that I've conducted. And that's what these personal journeys are about. You may not like some of it. You may feel uncomfortable at the best of times, and some of you may be highly triggered by the content. But I think you'll all agree that this is a conversation that we all need to have. You will hear two voices in this book. First, and not normally foremost, is the personal one, the one who is healing through finding her voice, the voice that wants to tell the stories, the voice that gets shut down and ridiculed every time she tries to bring these issues to light. Because I'm seen as a man hater when I do these things. The one that has opinions and experiences with men as a woman. It's that voice. And then there's the professional voice, the leader, the change maker, the educator, the practitioner, the transformer, who lives and breathes this stuff and can talk about it underwater. These two voices have been kept very separate up until this point. Anytime I tried to merge them, I was punished and tormented, and the triggers were too much, just too much for me to handle. I still remember the moment in 2019 when I realized what my personal journey was with this work, to integrate the two voices. And this is exactly why I'm writing this book, so that I may just be one voice, a voice that matters to me, no longer looking for validation, acceptance, or rejection from others. No longer trying to prove myself. That one voice is my own unique voice. It has a colloquial tone, which means I'm frank and I swear. And it's like you're having an actual conversation with me. I have so much passion for this topic. And sometimes that comes across as a bit fiery and judgmental. I assure you, my intention is pure with this work that I do and with the men that I treat. But I'm not one of these airy-fairy, loved-up hippies that'll sit on the fence and let you work it out for yourself. Albeit you do get to decide for yourself what you think of all of this, your opinion. But it's my responsibility to give you all the facts. It hasn't been an easy book to write. Having to remember all the things that were buried in the past, reliving the chapters that still pinch, add in all the COVID bullshit, being in house arrest for 8 months, buckling under the stress, an eviction threat and many court hearings, homeschooling my child, trying to restructure my business, struggling with my health. It's been a lot. And I've gone through a personal rebirth and it's been painful. You're getting the warts and all version, of course. And when I say they, or when I say men, or when I sound like I'm referring to all men, often what I'll be referring to is the dysfunctional patterns that play out in the men that haven't woken up. I'm referring to the men that don't understand these things. I also reference these men in a heterosexual tone, as I always couple it with a female partner. However, these issues pertain to every gay man, bisexual man, transgender, or anyone that identifies as a man with male genitalia. But in saying that, this addiction doesn't discriminate and also affects all kinds of women too. So you can apply the same neural and energetic information to the women. However, the effects on the functioning of the genitalia aren't exactly the same. There's still a sensitivity. So this is just beyond just porn. It's where it's leading to. Men don't see themselves as porn addicts, let alone predators or potential serial killers. There's more on that to come. They don't identify with the word addiction. They don't see themselves with brain damage. They don't see their behaviors as unusual. They just don't see themselves falling into any of these categories. This next level, which is what this book is about, isn't just about porn. It's about the consequences that run wild without conscious control or awareness. It's about how they automatically, by default, treat women. When they fuck up and cross boundaries or just don't show up, there's no porn in the room, is there? The effects of porn are ingrained and already there, and the behaviors are already changed. And the majority of men, because that's who we're talking about in terms of who's actually watching pornography regularly, are not aware of how porn has changed them. They're just not. And they're not conscious of where their relationship with porn has taken them. And that's the purpose of this book. It's affecting all of our livelihoods and futures, our safety as women and our children's lives. It's impacting all men, even the ones that don't watch porn. Like, for example, with dating X. When I was with X, he was into porn, but he was trying to change his ways. He thought those ways were behind him and that he was a positive male role model in the men's work movement, and that this was just a blip on his radar after painfully being on the other side of discovering it was a huge ingrained issue for him, with him choking me on the first time we had sex, gaslighting me, using techniques he'd learnt against me, Googling videos of women that looked like me giving oral, masturbating in clients' houses. It made me feel really angry. I was humiliated, hurt, disposed of, and then I was told it was my issue. I had to live and learn, but more on this later. So please reach out if I can help in any way. My contact details are everywhere, and I'll put them at the bottom of this video. So please enjoy my book, The Uncensored Threat, which will be released very soon.